Nothing is rolling out its version of Android 16 NothingOS 4.0 within the next couple of weeks to beta testers. So today I'll tell you my top 5 features coming in this update, and if you stick around to the end, I'll tell you which phones are supported and why one of the highlight features of Android 16 is actually missing in Nothing's update. The first feature massively upgrades the look of your home screen, because it's the ability to make your wallpaper move with your phone. And it does this by using the gyro data from the sensor inside of your phone and creating a 3D layer file using AI from your wallpaper, and it creates this really good looking effect. And there's more. On top of that, you can have a new animation showing the weather in your current location on top of your live wallpaper. And this is yet again a feature that I'm assuming they'll bring over from Android 16. And you'll be able to see your wallpaper more often because there's more frosted elements on the launcher. Then we got the optimization of the software. Nothing is planning to use AI to predict when you'll use certain apps, so that it can close apps when it doesn't think you'll want to use them, and open apps when it predicts that you're going to use them. This will help with the responsiveness and battery life, so it's a really good thing. Next up, animations. So you know how Nothing is all about those smooth, satisfying animations, right? Well, I think it just got better. Because NothingOS 4.0 is based on Android 16, they'll likely bring over some of the same features. And in Android 16, Google has showed off some new animations where, for example, elements can morph into other elements to give this smooth transition effect. There's also this pull on notifications and the bounce when swiping up on apps. I also expect Nothing to upgrade the Lockscreen customization in NothingOS 4.0, because on the Pixel version of Android 16, Google introduced the feature of changing the font of your clock, just like Nothing introduced in NothingOS 3.0. But on the Pixel version, you have many more fonts to choose from, and you can even change the thickness of the font. So I think it's way overdue for Nothing to improve this, because there's so few fonts you can actually choose from. So I think they'll improve this too. So if you don't believe that Nothing will introduce all these Pixel Android 16 features in NothingOS 4.0, here's one you're probably going to believe: live updates. You see, Nothing has always been about giving you the most useful information without turning on your phone. So it would make sense if they would implement this new feature called live updates, which basically show you the progress of something inside of an app, like a food delivery, package delivery, or taxi apps, etc. And I think they're going to find a way to connect this to the glyphs and glyph matrix to make it more useful for Nothing phones. So you might have seen other videos about Android 16 and seen this super cool new desktop mode on Pixels where you can use your phone as basically a Chromebook. Well, what if I told you that this is not coming to any Nothing phones? Why, you might ask? There's not a single Nothing phone that supports display output. This is because they've used USB 2.0 on all of the phones. Even the Nothing Phone 3, which costs $800, doesn't even have USB 3.2. This is crazy because there are much cheaper phones like the Galaxy S24 FE and Pixel 9a, which do support USB-C 3.2 with display output. For the 3A Pro, on the other hand, it's a bit more forgivable, as most phones in this price point do not have USB 3.2. But is your phone supported? Well, I have the full list of compatible devices right here. So Nothing Phone 3, 3A series, 2A series, and CMF Phone 2 Pro will receive this update, as well as many updates in the future. But the CMF Phone 1 and Nothing Phone 2 will receive this at their last update. But the Nothing Phone 1 has reached end of life and will not get this update, sadly. This is very sad. So guys, that was NothingOS 4.0. What are your favorite features coming in this update? If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more Nothing content in the future, subscribe. Thanks for watching.